Facebook Live video. We'll see if anybody comes on. Some of you who watch the weekly readings have commented and said, you should go live, you should go live. And I had some time, so I said, I'll try going live. But I know it might be a little late in the evening. Not sure who all is out there, if anyone, or if anyone will show up. But I just wanted to do, hey, hello, somebody's here. Hi, Angela. How are you, girl? 4. Okay, hello, welcome, guys. This is my first ever Facebook, YouTube Live. Hi, Shamaya. Hi, Vicio. Hi, Olivia. Fanny's here. Hey, Fanny. Zakira. Hey. Some familiar names and faces. Hi, Tiana. Hello. Hey, this is exciting. People are actually coming on. I wasn't sure what to expect. My first ever Facebook. I keep saying Facebook because I'm used to doing the live readings on my Amethyst Angel Light Facebook. That's why I keep saying that. My first ever YouTube live. I've never done live on YouTube before. So since we have the Venus retrograde, I was like, why don't I come on, do some readings for the Venus retrograde? Shamaya, we're talking about the Venus retrograde, and then I was also going to be taking some messages, not messages, some questions. It's the end of the day, and I can't even talk straight. Hi, Melody. Oh, I know Melody. Cynthia. Hello, Cynthia. Welcome. It's my first time doing YouTube Live, and it's your first time here, so we will be first-timers together. First time all around, I guess. So we have Venus going in retrograde this evening, for those of you who don't know. And it's going to affect the different signs in different ways. And some of us are going to feel it more than others. Those of us who are going to feel it more than others are the Scorpios and the Libras, because Venus is going retrograde in Scorpio, and then it's coming retrograde from Libra, and then it'll go direct again. But one of the things a lot of us are going to be feeling with this Venus retrograde is we're going to be getting really into like our worth and where we're putting our energy. Hi, Phyllis. I'm a Scorpio, you're a Scorpio rising. You know what sucks for me is I'm a Scorpio sun and I'm a Libra rising. And those are the two signs that are going to feel it worst. And I got them both in my chart. So, yeah, we're all going to feel it on different levels of intensity. But what's happening? Hi, Capricorn. I have a lot of Capricorns that are very close to me. Oh, Fanny, honey, don't even worry about it, my dear. I really appreciate the fact that you're even supporting me on Patreon. I mean, guys, believe me, anything you do, I appreciate it. I'm not going to get pissed off or get upset. Like, you know, you all work really hard for your money, and I'm here doing the free videos to help people. Any money that comes back from me, I'm thankful for it, but like, I understand. I'm not going to get pissed off about that. So you're a Capricorn rising and a Virgo moon, Phyllis. Hey, hello. I don't like when the comments go away. I've got to figure out how to like make them stay on the screen. Oh, I think I do that. Live chat. Is that how I do it? Oh, yep, there. Now I can like go through the comments. They don't go away. Hi, Alicia. Welcome. Oh, 2 Aquariuses together. Shamaya, that's cool, Nikki. I'm a Scorpio too, Nikki. Welcome, fellow Scorpio. Nikki, you and I and the other Scorpio sun, Scorpio moon, Scorpio risings are going to really be feeling this Venus retrograde. Gemini. Texas. Hey, Texas is in the house, guys. Scorpio sun, very cool. So the way the Venus retrograde is going to be affecting different ones of us is that, you know, some of us are going to feel it more intensely than others. But I feel like the general theme from what I've been reading, because I'm not a zodiac expert, but the general theme from what I've been reading and what I've been feeling is that for a lot of us, it's coming down to our self-worth and re-examining our job, our career, our personal relationships. And we're getting frustrated, a lot of us, because we're like, man, you know what? I'm working my butt off, and like, for what? For why? So some of us are setting some really firm boundaries about like what kind of pay we're willing to expect, or what kind of treatment we're willing to accept in relationships. Like, we're not wanting to do the working our butt off for nothing anymore in all areas of our life. Oh, congrats on the new job. Is it Tasia? Taseya? Hope I'm saying that right. Is it Tisia? Congrats on the new job. So, guys, we're going to do a general little reading here for what my group of friends here who are watching this video need to know about the Venus retrograde. So the way I'm doing this is whoever is watching this video live and whoever clicks on it later, whether they're watching it during the Venus retrograde or after the Venus retrograde, before, like while it's live or later, what message the universe has for you all, okay? Like what the universe wants you to know about this retrograde and how to get the most out of it, how to come out of it victoriously. After which, guys, I'm going to be taking your questions. So if you guys want to ask me questions, I'm going to be pulling cards as well. I'm going to be pulling cards for you guys. It looks like we've got people dropping off. It's okay. Hey, Tiana. So let's do this quick little part about the Venus retrograde, and then you guys can ask me your questions, and I'll pull one card for each. Well, maybe I'll pull more than one card, but one question. We'll do one question for each person. Well, then we aligned, Tiana. You need my help, and I'm here to help. We aligned tonight. The timing worked out. Okay. So let's see, my dears. I'm getting the number 5. So for those of you, and my amethyst candle just went out. I'm getting the number 5. So for those of you who are watching this video, whether you're watching it live or later, the Venus retrograde is going to bring some really massive karmic changes in your life, okay? Really massive karmic changes, which will eventually be for the better. I'm sorry, I've got like a little burn there from some sage I was burning. I burned my poor little cloth here. Massive changes, karmic changes for your life. So what's going to end up happening is that some of you are ending relationships or walking away from jobs, but they're really big shifts. They're really big changes that are going to open up the door to bigger and better things, right? But the changes might feel scary when they're happening. When 5 comes up, it says prepare for a roller coaster. But it also says that if you can surrender to the changes, things are going to move along a lot more smoothly, and you're going to get to the better part a lot quicker. All right. So let's see. We have 10 of Pentacles. So those of you who are watching, remember how I said it was going to be about looking at the energy that we're putting in and what we're getting back? And this is definitely a card about receiving. And so for a lot of you, this will be money. For a lot of you, this will be general, just in your personal relationships. And, getting back, having abundance. A lot of you maybe have been feeling like you keep getting left with nothing. Like working your butt off for peanuts. Your paycheck comes, it's gone before you know it. Like you get paid on Friday, and by Sunday morning you are broke again, or whatever it might be. Or just in relationships, you're giving and not getting anything back. So the theme here, what's at the heart and at the center, is having that fulfillment, like receiving. The way that it's manifesting, you have the Lover's card. So some of you, it's going to be manifesting in your love life. Some of you, if you have a current partner, there has to be a balance here in the give and take. Those of you who are single, you may be attracting or calling in a new partner who you're going to have the opportunity to hold somebody accountable, or to request that they step up, to request that they're giving back, okay? So it's also going to, some of you are going to have to decide who and what is worth your time. Maybe you're just like, what I'm getting back from this situation is not worth the work that I'm putting into it. The Lover's card is also about making choices and making decisions. So, we have that coming up. This next card is going to tell us about what challenge may be happening, what challenge may be going on. And we have Three of Cups. Now, this could be that maybe some of you aren't having a whole lot of time for fun because you're working so hard. You're working your butt off. And the whole thing is like, well, I can't go out and I can't have fun because I can't spend money. Or I can't go out and I can't have fun because I have work to do. Or I have to like fix my life first. And that's bringing you into an energy of just feeling like you don't deserve anything, or you're treating yourself like you don't deserve anything, and that's creating lack. So you're going to have to make time for enjoyment or for fun. Some of you are really needing that feminine energy. You need to be around women, strong women, supporting women. Some of you are going to need to have that girls' night out. Those of you who are guys, you may need to get around some women that are better for you, that are healthier for you. Maybe you've got like these women who are getting up in your head and taking you down the wrong path. So you need to come into that energy, that strong, healthy, feminine energy, and celebration and fun. Some of you, though, need to be careful because sometimes with the cup cards, they can indicate there's some drinking going on. So maybe some of you are running away from your problems and you're partying a little too much, or maybe some of you are drinking a little too much, and that needs to be balanced. But there needs to be a balance here in having fun, having a good time, bringing in that feminine energy, because it's going to help you with the creativeness for creative resolutions moving forward. The help that you're receiving as we're moving through this Venus retrograde energy. And I don't do reversals. Is the priestess, is your spiritual connection. Some of you have been abandoning your spiritual connection, and coming into that spiritual connection, a lot of information and guidance is going to come to you through your own intuition. But you can't connect with your intuition if you're not connected with your spirituality, and this can be tricky for some people. You know, some people, they don't believe in like a traditional God, so they're like, I don't know how to connect because I can't walk into a church. You know, for those of you who do believe in a traditional God, this is the time to do whatever you do to connect with that traditional God. For those of you who don't know what you believe, or who aren't sure what you believe and you don't know what God is, or you know, you don't know what to call this higher being or this higher power, you need to connect with something outside of yourself in nature that feels very powerful. Me personally, I went through this massive like agnostic, borderline atheist stage in the very, very beginning of my journey as I was coming into my time of healing, because I was born super like religiously conservative, and then I lost that faith. And then I was like, well, then I don't think there's a God. I was really confused. But the way I began to connect with my spirituality is water had always been very, very, very healing for me. Water had been very healing for me. Swimming, taking showers, taking baths. I just love water. And there was a healing and like almost like a meditation that came with that. So you're going to have to connect with something that is very soothing for you, whether it's music, whether it's art, whether it's, you know, being in the sunlight, whether it's being around plants and trees, being around animals. You're going to have to connect to something outside of yourself to be able to work on that connection with your higher power. That's going to be the first step. And then as you're making that connection, the intuition's becoming stronger, and the intuition is helping you moving forward. The intuition is helping you make the choices and figure out what you're leaving behind and what you're focusing on. Your outcome card here is Six of Swords. So by the time this Venus retrograde is over, you're leaving a whole lot of drama behind you. Like you are done. You are off to smoother sailing. You are on to calmer waters. You are on to joy and happiness. So very, very, very positive things coming your way. Very positive things coming your way. But it can't happen without you leaving other stuff behind, okay? So, you know, like this has come up, and I started to do the readings for the week ahead, and this has come up a couple of times in the different signs that I've done so far. Like Rumi said, be like a tree and let the dead leaves drop. Some of you are having to leave some dead weight behind you. Like, you know, you can't take it on the boat because the boat will sink. So if you want to go on to happier, smoother sailing, you're packing light, you're traveling light. So you're moving on. into better conditions. Some of you may even be taking a trip. Some of you may even like be traveling, going somewhere to find yourself, but doing something for you, doing something for yourself. Okay, so this is really happy, like a happy new beginning, and moving forward in a better way. Okay, moving forward in a better way. So this is just a quick little general of like what the people here and what the people are going to be watching are go. At least they're good. You're going to be, oh, Fanny's traveling, awesome. So if you're watching this live or if you watch it later, this is the message Spirit has for you coming through the Venus retrograde. If anybody wants to ask me any questions about any of these cards that have come up, go ahead and ask me, and then we'll start going into the specific personal questions, because I will answer questions for you guys tonight. But before I answer your specific questions about your life, I want to give people a chance to ask questions if there's anything here in these cards they didn't understand. If anybody wants to ask me anything about the Venus retrograde reading. And I'll give it a moment, and then we can move into other questions. So you all have to let me know if it was clear. If you want to ask anything about the reading I just did, and let me know. Anything not clear? Ooh, somebody's going to Shania Twain live. That sounds fun. That sounds like a lot of fun. Do I have a span for the bad roughness approaching? First of all, I don't want to call it bad roughness. I don't like putting that out there. I'm going to call it the truth being revealed. I'm going to call it reflection. I'm going to call it figuring out what is going to be good for you, what works for you, what doesn't work for you. So it's really more of a period of revelation, but I don't want to say it's bad, and I don't want to say it's rough. I don't want to put that energy out there. But the whole Venus retrograde stuff, I mean, it's going first through retrograde through Scorpio and then returning to Libra. But my understanding is that this is going to be happening through the end of October. So like through the 31st is when everything will be like completely and totally done, from my understanding. What sign are you, Tiana? What is your sign? Oh no, honey, you're not being negative. Please, I'm not judging you. I'm just, don't take it like I'm like lecturing you. I don't want to come off that way. What sign are you, Tiana? You are Taurus. Okay. So, the whole time span, the pre-shadow or past the pre-shadow, we're in retrograde right now. Retrograde is October 5th. Okay. It's going direct November 16th. Okay, so basically, I think maybe around the end of October, it may be beginning to balance out a little bit, but it's not back direct until November 16th. So, it's gonna be a while, but like I said, a lot of it is just more, figuring out. Yeah, November 16th is when it ends. You're right, Sarah. So it's gonna be taking a different toll on different ones of us. So for you Tauruses, this Venus retrograde is going to be about finding balance between yourself and others. Okay? So you're going to have to be, pondering which relationships are worthwhile and which relationships are giving you something valuable or meaningful. I think for you, Taurus, it's about quantity and not quality. And having to balance your work life with your personal life. Okay? You've been neglecting, some of you Tauruses have been neglecting yourself. So let's see. Somebody's asking about cancers, how it's going to be affecting cancers. So Cancer, this is going to be more about like your root chakra, and so this is going to be bringing things to your attention having to do with your romantic life, specifically with sex. So you may have like old love interests coming back up, or you may have a lot of strong chemistry with a new person coming in. For cancers, it's gonna be about the sexual connection, or you're just gonna be more aware of that part of you. I guess I want to say. And you also other cancers may really be like just kind of reevaluating your own relationship or your own thoughts around sex. Like some of you are getting more into like, oh, but I want to have kids or I want to have a family. So some of you are reclaiming your sexual power in that way or in that sense where you're just kind of like, well, yeah, but like I want to make kids. Like I really want to start a family. But so for those of you who are cancers, that might be kind of the ongoing theme here. So let's see. Um, Anybody, I don't know, do you guys want me to go through the signs for the Venus retrograde, or do you want me to start answering personal questions, pulling cards for you guys personally? Capricorns have been through a lot this year. My dear brother, who I'm very close with, is a Capricorn, and I know he's been through a lot. The cool thing about Capricorns is the fact that a lot of you, because of this last full moon that we had, you guys are coming into a time where you have really beautiful visions about what your life ahead is going to be. You're starting to realize your full potential, and this Venus retrograde for you is going to be about figuring out how to get there. You're figuring out what's been standing in your way, and you're figuring out like, where it's going to serve you best to put your energy and attention. Pineapple. What sign are you, my dear? What sign are you, Pineapple? Maybe we can give you some hope. You're Aquarius. Okay, Pineapple. Let's see what's happening for Aquarius in this Venus retrograde. So like I was saying, a lot of us in this Venus retrograde are uh coming into realizing our worth and what's fair and what's not. But I think Aquarius, for you guys, you're not going to be so much focused on work and everyday life. Like that stuff is feeling a little tedious to you. And you're coming more into wanting to figure out your purpose and things that are meaningful. I think that you guys are looking for ways to find life being more bearable. You're wanting to find purpose, you're wanting to find meaning. And that's gonna make things feel more bearable for you. So it's not like, oh, I'm really unhappy, so I need to move, or I'm really unhappy, so I need to find a new job. That stuff isn't gonna change things for you guys. So it's gonna be more about finding things that are really important for you. Pineapple, what they're telling me to tell you, my dear, um, is that what's happening is sometimes with some people, they want to find out their purpose so that they can go do that job, right? Like, what's my purpose? Oh, your purpose is to save animals. Okay, great. Now I know I'm going to go be a veterinarian. I'm just giving an example, right? But your purpose and what you do for a living are not the same thing. And sometimes people get very sad. Well, because you're attaching your identity to your career path, and that's not how it's supposed to be. Your purpose may be to work with children, your purpose may be to create art, Your purpose may be to be a spiritual teacher, but that doesn't mean that you're going to do it as a job. So, for example, say you're working in an office, but your purpose is to make music. That doesn't mean that you have to quit your job and suffer and not be able to pay rent to really like try to make it as a musician. But you can do things musically. You can, teach music outside of your work. You can get together with friends and play music. You can play music in a band for like a spiritual center or a church, or there's other ways that you can do that. It doesn't have to be about like being a star. So there's other ways that you can fulfill your purpose in life and not have it be tied to your income. And when we're doing the things on the side that are meaningful to us spiritually and that are fulfilling our purpose, then the Monday through Friday 9 to 5 doesn't feel so bad, or 8 to 5 I should say, for most of us anyway. Okay, so let's see. Anybody have questions for me? I'm going to start answering the questions. So let me start going through and see what questions are coming up. Oh no, we lost Angela. I didn't get to pull a card for her. Yes, Venus retrograde can have relationships return from your past. And I know that was going to be happening especially for Cancers. I'm not sure what your sign is, Angela, but I will pull a card for you, and maybe you can watch this later, and then we will answer other questions too. Because after this is live, it'll still go up. You have Queen of Wands, Angela. You got Queen of Wands, my dear. So this is like a passionate connection. So this could be someone that comes in and out of your life. And they may be coming around for a little bit here, but it's more for the physical connection. They may not be coming back to like, play house or, start a family or anything like that. It could just be more of the chemistry and the connection that you guys have. So let's see who all else is here. Who all else has questions? Oh, Angela, you are here. I didn't lose you. You're a Leo, Scorpio rising. Okay, so let's see what's going on with the Leos for Venus retrograde. So with Leos, let's see here. I think for Leos, you guys are going through this process where you're reevaluating what's important for you, like what your deal breakers are, what your deal breakers are in your home life and in your relationship. When you're thinking about planning a future or making a home with someone, you may be reevaluating how you want that to be or what you think is important. Now, you had Queen of Wands come up, Angela, so that does make me feel like you're going to have this really passionate connection with someone. It could definitely be somebody from the past coming back, but them coming back is also making you reevaluate. Okay, well, like, do I still have the same deal breakers? Are there things I'm more willing to accept? You're going to have to make decisions moving forward. Let's see. So Nikki Johnson, is Joey the Capricorn still come to me this October, my B-Day month? I'm Scorpio sun. Okay, let's see. Oh, I thought you said he was a Scorpio too for a second. I was like, oh, my ex-husband was a Scorpio, and Scorpio is not a good combination. I mean, there's a whole lot of other things that are factors in terms of like, your sun sign, your moon sign, your rising sign. So, there are ways that things can work. But let's see about Joey and Nikki. What's going on with Joey and Nikki? Joey the Capricorn and Nikki the Scorpio. The cards are getting a little stuck, so I feel like he's going back and forth. I think he wants to come back, but he's not feeling ready, maybe. And this makes sense to me. You have King of Swords. So what you need to know about Joey, Nikki, is he is planning a comeback. Good night, Angela. He is planning a comeback, my dear Nikki, but he's trying to figure out how to do it. He's maybe in some ways coming back and trying to figure out how he's going to outsmart you. Not like in a way where he's making fun of you, but like to convince you to be okay with what he wants and how he wants things to be. I feel he's going to try to like have logic and reason that some of the things that you're wanting for the relationship aren't necessarily like practical or they're not that big of a deal. Another thing that King of Swords wants you to know, honey, is that, you know, he may not be someone who's going to be super duper affectionate. Even though I know that you said as a Capricorn, maybe he has a lot of air in his chart. He may be like something, an air sign in his moon or in his rising that might be very heavy or influencing his personality very heavily. So he may not be like a super duper emotionally sensitive or supportive person. Air signs, they get distracted easily. They're very much into the small talk. They're not like into deep emotions. They're not into like deep, meaningful connection. And Scorpios, we are all about that deep, meaningful connection. So this could mean that like once you get him, you may not want him anymore because he's not able to be that kind of person for you. It's not that he doesn't want you to have that person. It's not that he doesn't think that you deserve that person. He just isn't that person, you know? It's not in him. He's not built that way. So I do think he's coming back, but I do think it's more of a chance for you to get some closure here because he's not, I mean, he's not going to give the Scorpio what the Scorpio needs. He's not enough for the Scorpio. Okay, let's see. Who else? Is it Tezia? Tezia? You want to know if a Scorpio likes you. You have the Magician. So the Magician is about... Ooh. We just had a fire truck went by. Maybe you have some sexy firefighters on the way to you, Tizia. We have the Magician card coming up, my dear. So with the Magician... Tiana, did I skip your question? I may have not seen it. Ask your question again. Oh, Nikki, I'm glad that gave you confirmation. Okay, I'm trying to go in order, guys. If I miss you, I just didn't see the question. So, you know, be patient with me. Ask me again. I swear to you, I'm not ignoring anybody on purpose. So, Tizia, you want to know about the Scorpio liking you? You had the Magician card coming up, and the Magician is very much about, manifesting, creating. So this makes me feel like you have a chance with this person. They've noticed you. They think you're pretty cool. They think you're pretty interesting. They think you're pretty magical. But, like, they haven't made a decision yet. They haven't made a decision to pursue. So maybe they're wanting to see, like, different sides of you, or they're wanting to know more about you. You may still be a little bit of a mystery for them. They might be like, I don't know what I'm going to get with her. So just be yourself. Be in your highest, happiest, funnest energy, genuinely and sincerely. And I do feel that there's an opportunity to make something here, to make something happen here. But this is also a major arcana card. So I do feel there's like a soulmate connection here, in which I want to tell you be careful. Because with the soulmate, you know, we all think, oh yeah, you know, soulmate, I want my soulmate. We have more than one soulmate, and we have different types of soulmates. And sometimes it's a soulmate connection that makes us crazy. And because you have the magician is about a new beginning. So this might be somebody who's like coming in and teaching you a life lesson where you walk away feeling from it like, you know what, screw it, I'm out of here, I'm out of this, and I'm frustrated and I'm going to go create a whole new life. So that's a very positive outcome to have because it's making you better and it's making you go for better things. But it could be a very up and down roller coaster connection. So just look out for that. Let's see who else. Let's see. Phyllis wants a general. So Phyllis. Let's see happening with Phyllis. And guys, if you aren't already subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. Please hit notification. I do general readings every week on here. I've been getting good feedback about them. And I do love readings once a month. So do subscribe if you haven't already. So what we have here for Phyllis is justice, Phyllis. You may be feeling in some way that you have been wronged. You may be feeling in some way that things have not been fair, that you are not like, you know, receiving what you deserve to receive, or that somebody has wronged you in some way, or somebody's being deceitful in some way. But you have the Justice card coming up here, which is a major arcana card, Phyllis. So this whole type of situation is going to be like a life path, a life situation. You may be dealing with someone with whom you have a soul contract, and when the Justice card is coming up, it's wanting to let you know that soul contract will be completed and that you will come out through it victorious, that the truth will come out, validation, vindication, redemption, all of that good stuff will be yours. If you are concerned about some legal issue, again, this would say that there's a high probability that things are going to lean in your favor. So I hope that helps, my dear. And let me see, my dears. Eric Yanes. Taurus and Taurus. That sounds like a whole lot of stubbornness. Let's see what's happening with Eric and Luz. Angels and guides. What do you want Eric to know about Luz? What does Eric need to know about Luz? Is she going to want him more than a friend? Yes or no? What will happen either way? What will the outcome be either way? So Eric and Luz. Eric, I'm not trying to be mean and I'm not trying to be judgmental. I have never met Luz before. I don't know this woman. I'm not trying to put her down. But as I'm connecting with her energy, I'm getting really nauseous. Like really nauseous. When that happens in my readings, it doesn't mean that it's a bad person. It just means that this is somebody that may have a lot of like resentment in their energy. They may be very upset about things that have happened in the past. They may have every right to be upset. They may have had a really hard life, but there's a lot of resentment and there's like negativity, and it's usually the kind of person where they take their problems out on somebody else, right? So they may go through two modes. The first mode could be like the victim, like they're coming to you with all their problems. You're feeling so bad, you're wanting to help her, you're wanting to rescue her, but she's pushing you away, she's keeping you at an arm's length, and you just know she's with the wrong guy, and all of this energy. But like, you know, if you were to be in the relationship with her, there would be times where she's really taking her anger out on you, or, taking her frustrations out on you. So that's kind of the energy that I'm getting. I could be wrong. I mean, I hope I'm wrong. I hope that things aren't that way for her, Eric. But that's how it feels. That's how it feels. So we're going to look at what card you got, Eric, and see what's coming up. You also got justice. So fairness. But you know what? I'm going to shuffle here and I'm going to pull another card because we just got this card and I want a little more clarity or information. Did I lose Eric's question? I may have lost Eric's question. All right, so I know it's about lose. Let's pull another card, but that's just kind of what I was feeling. Justice card may just be letting you know that this would not be a fair relationship. You would be giving more than what you'd be getting with her. Two of Pentacles, a handful and a headache. I do think that she will eventually want a relationship with you, but I don't think this is the relationship you're going to want. I mean, this just feels like a handful and a headache to me. I'm going to be honest with you. So, yes, eventually she'll come around, but I don't know. I don't know if the fruit is going to be as sweet as the effort to pick it off the tree, I guess. So, that's my answer to you, Eric. I think somebody got mad at me. Somebody with a tiger face. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. The comments are going so fast. Comments are going so fast. I don't know which ones are for me, which ones are for other people. Let's see. So we answered for Eric. Okay, yeah, we answered for Eric. Rochelle Nichols, you want to know if you're going to get married? Rochelle Nichols. And guys, if you want a personal reading, be sure to email me at amethystangelite@gmail.com or check out my social media and message me there. I do personal readings. I should have put it on this video, but I didn't. But on my other videos, all of the description is there as far as like what the different readings are and what the prices are. All right, so for Rochelle Nichols, marriage. You have 3 of Cups coming up here. So this is celebration. This could be making like an announcement. This could be celebrating. This could be a bachelorette party. But I'm also getting the feeling here for you, Rochelle, where this is also more so about like you going out and having fun. I feel in the energy somehow that there was a broken engagement. So maybe like you're wondering if there's going to be a reconciliation, if this person's going to come back around, if this person's going to like, when you're asking me, am I going to get married? I almost feel like you're not asking me in general. I feel like you have somebody specific in your mind. Like, is it going to go forward after all? And the fact that this card came up, this makes me feel like this is saying, honey, move on, go out, have a good time, be with your girlfriends. And when you're in that happy energy, you're going to meet a much better person for you who's coming in with happy energy and who is going to be able to go through life with you on a more happier, playful energy. I feel whoever you're holding on to has a lot of baggage, and you may have a lot of love in your heart and you're wanting to save them or rescue them, but universe is saying no. Go and have fun and be with the person that's coming in from that energy, okay? So you will get married. I just think you need to let somebody else go. Let's see. Welcome to those of you who are just joining. Let's see who else. Rochelle. We've answered Rochelle. Did I skip the questions? I'm sorry, guys. Be patient with me. I'm trying to go in order and I'm trying to be fair, but there's just so many comments. Okay, so we did Rochelle. We did Nikki. Jay. Phyllis, if you're still here, honey, I would like to answer so much more. Let me know if you want to schedule a private reading. I'd be happy to do that. What's going on in Jay's love life? Taurus, sun, moon, rising. You're Taurus all the way around. Wow. Okay, Jay. Let's see what's up with you, buddy. What's going on in Jay's love life? In the area of LOVE for Jay. You have the universe. The sky is the limit for you, Jay. The sky is the limit for you. There may be some travel that's coming in. There may be some expansion. I feel, though, Jay, that there's something here where maybe there's someone that's like a good partner for you, or you feel like this is a good partner for you, but there also may be a feeling of being restrained or being kept confined. Like it could just be a confining relationship, and you may have this calling to like just kind of go out there, and maybe this person's a little bit clingy, or maybe that's been a cycle that you have had in your love life in the past or in your relationships. You may also be feeling a little bit like displaced where you are. You may be feeling kind of like a stranger in a strange land, or like, like, I don't know about the people around me. I feel like I'm on some weird planet, like I'm not clicking, I'm not connecting. So your connection is going to come through some expansion. You have to kind of come out of your comfort level. You maybe need to hang out with some new people. You may be trying to edit yourself too much. Like you're editing yourself for a relationship, or you're editing yourself for friends. And this is asking you to just come into the energy of just being with like your people or your tribe. So begin going out and doing the things that bring you joy, the things that you're passionate about, and then you're going to find the right people where you don't feel like you have to change or adapt as much. So I hope that helps, my dear. Let's see. Let's see what's going on. Norma, is he allowing himself to fall for you? Norma, you and I need to talk, girl. We need to just set a firm appointment and talk. Because I keep meaning to call you, but if I don't have it on the schedule, it's not happening. Norma, you need to message me. We need to set a firm time, my dear. Because I owe you a reading, Norma. I'll answer your question here, but we're going to have to talk on the phone, my love. All right, Norma. Is he falling for you? You have the Chariot, so this could definitely be moving forward. It can definitely be looking for a safe place. It can be looking for a hiding place. But the fact that it's the Chariot makes me feel more of like this would be a lover situation, and not so much like a let's make a life together situation. So you might want to be careful with that. You may want to guard your feelings. There may be real feelings here, but it may not manifest into like, say, a long-term relationship. But there's definitely energy, there's definitely movement. A Chariot could be moving away from a situation, it could be running towards a situation. Let's pull one clarifier. You have King of Wands, which is passion. You have Chariot and King of Wands. So this would be a physical lover type exchange at best, with a lot of passion behind it, a lot of connection, a lot of like, chemistry, soul chemistry, but it wouldn't manifest into like a home life together or into a marriage. All right, my dear, let's set a firm time so we can talk on the phone. Let's see. Let's see. I'm going through the comments, trying to go in order. There's a lot of questions here. Leo with finances. Okay, so Tracy, finances. Fanny with the job. Tracy with finances. What's going on with Tracy's finances? The Tower. So some big shift is happening. This has to do with your destiny, your life path, your life purpose. This makes me feel like some job or some situation, it's time to leave it behind. It's time to go in a new direction. You may have been fighting this tooth and nail. You may have been really, really wanting to just have, like, stay where you feel comfortable. Or, in your mind, like, not rock the boat, but there could be some career change that's coming up. If you've been doing business, if you're self-employed, it might be that you're having to go a different route or kind of like expand in what you're offering or how you're going about and doing things. But anytime the Tower comes up, it's like a certain cycle is ending and it's time for a new one. Okay. It could be a good thing though. It could be like coming out of your comfort zone, right? Like you might be about to have a lot of success. You may be getting a really high paying job. You may be having some breakthrough and like your own personal business, but something else is falling away first. So if things feel uncertain or if things feel shaky, this keeps coming up, and I've said this so many times in the weekly videos that I've already done for the signs for the week of October 8th, starting October 8th, that are loading and that will be up soon. Subscribe if you haven't already, and you'll know when those are up. You'll get notification. But this phrase keeps coming up around the Venus retrograde, around the readings for the week, and also for you now. Like that Rumi quote, be like a tree and let the dead leaves drop. So there's something you're having to release or let go. And then the inflow is coming for your finances after that. All right. So Fanny has this job situation. What's going on with Fanny? Fanny, Fanny, Fanny. You have a job next Tuesday. Are you going to get it? An interview. Are you going to get it? You have 4 of Swords. And this means you need to rest. This means you need to go in there calm. Okay? I'm going to pull a clarifier here. You have 10 of Cups. So this is a happy outcome. This is a yes, contingent, depending on the fact if you can go in there with a calm and rested energy, with a calm and rested heart. You have a lot of fear here. You're very tired, a lot of anxiety. You need to release that. So leading up to this job interview, you need to let go of anything that's taking away or draining you, you need to maybe just kind of, put other areas of your life on hold and focus on getting caught up with your sleep, not being so worried about what's going on in love life or with family, and just really make this about you feeling a sense of calm, a sense of happy, a sense of connection with yourself, okay? Because the potential is there, but you're also kind of burning the candle at both ends here, and there's like a tiredness and a worry about you, and that needs to be released, that needs to let go, okay? You need a time of rest, and it can happen. Let's see. Trying to go in order. We did Leo. Be patient, guys. I'm scrolling through and trying to go in order. Let's see. Thank you for your patience, guys. I know it's like really weird to just have quietly. Okay, so we did Fanny. Nikki is a Gemini. Okay, so you've removed yourself from a toxic situation. That is good. That is good. What's going on with career for Nikki? Ten of Pentacles. Things look good. Things look good. So if you're not working, you will be soon, and you'll be doing something that is going to be very, very meaningful for you, that is going to be abundant for you. So finances are coming on the up. So probably in removing yourself from that toxic situation, you made a statement to the universe about what you are willing to accept or what you are worth. And so now you're in this energy of like you're going to be getting, you're going to be receiving. Alrighty. Denise Sanchez, I would like to know if I should let my new person in and let go of my past partner for good. I had a much stronger connection to my past partner, and it is making me doubt. Thank you. I'm a Scorpio. Denise, I know, girl, I'm a Scorpio. I know the struggle. I know the struggle is real. We get really hung up on old partners sometimes because we're all about the connection, but sometimes you have to understand we have a connection with somebody because there's all kinds of triggers and buttons they're hitting that aren't really the best thing for us, right? So let's see. Let's do old partner, new partner. Old partner, I thought so. You have the moon. The moon is all that dark, unresolved stuff inside of you. So this person's coming in and poking all those little triggers and all of those little things inside of you. And that emotional intensity makes you feel like, wow, this is a powerful connection. This is a soulmate. And it most likely is a soulmate because soulmates come in to help us to heal, and they come in to show us where we're broken, but we have more than one soulmate. And this to me feels more like a karmic soulmate. So this person is just kind of just tapping into that deeper surface of you, which is hurt, which is unresolved, okay? And so you begin seeing this person as this is the missing piece to my puzzle. But really, all this person is showing you that there's missing pieces. And I promise you, nobody has those missing pieces but you. I promise you this. So there's a misplaced a connection here with that person, or a misplaced power that we're giving this person. So for the new person, we have Eight of Wands. This is passion. This is moving forward. This is like, let's do it. Let's get down to it. This is communication. This is telling you to go for it. This is saying go for it. You know, this other person is just bringing up the dark things that are buried inside of you. And this is, let's move on to happiness. Let's move on to passion. Let's move on to good things ahead. So I say new person, my dear. So, pineapple, life is stagnant, which means that you need to do something different. Nothing changes until something changes. What do you need to change to bring stuff into your love life, to your life in general? What can be done for pineapple? What can pineapple do to have a better, happier, more exciting energy in life? You have to ground yourself. King of Pentacles could be about offers. So this makes me feel like if you have been waiting on like a job offer, and I'm saying job offer because it's a pentacle, then something is coming in for you before the end of the fall, before winter starts, which is going to be in the next, I don't know, few weeks, I guess. I don't know when the official start of winter is. But something coming in for you. The thing with King of Pentacles, though, is it's usually an offer that's much bigger than what we had anticipated. So we may become a little bit afraid. We may be a little bit scared about accepting it. But King of Pentacles wants you to know if you weren't ready for it, it wouldn't be here now. So you are ready for it. So go for it, okay? Go for it. Also, grounding yourself, Midas touch. I feel that for you, you've kind of turned yourself off. Like you've kind of shut down because you've had a lot of disappointments and you haven't like really let yourself desire something. You haven't let yourself, I don't want to say long because longing is not necessarily a positive emotion, but you haven't let yourself yearn for anything. You haven't let yourself set your heart on anything, and you need to connect with that. You need to bring passion back into your spirit, into your soul, so that you're able to manifest. But I do think there's some work opportunity coming your way, which is going to be very, very positive for you. um so again, I think it's happening before the end of the fall. And obviously, this new energy coming in is going to connect you with new people in your life, new opportunities. Maybe you're able to do things that you weren't able to do before because money's a little bit better. So this might also be giving you a chance to meet new people. Okay. But you have to set your sight on some of this fruit here. You got to reach for it. You got to let yourself want it. Don't let past disappointments convince you to stop wanting things or allowing yourself to want things. Tiana had a lady named Blair that contacted her on Facebook. She claims to have a son by a son by your husband. Is she telling the truth? Did he cheat with her in the beginning and leave her and his child? Oh man, that is heavy. I am not like a paternity expert. I'm not the Maury Povich of tarot. But I will see what I can get for you, my dear. Pregnancy questions can be a little tough to connect with. Or even though it's not a pregnancy, this is a child that has been born, obviously. Is this his child? Is this his child? Three of Swords. Well, Three of Swords for what? For you or for her? She's hurt that he left, that he moved on. But is it his child? You know what? We're gonna call on, where is it? Give me a minute here, Tiana. I am grabbing something. Here we are. We're gonna leave it to the pendulum. Let's clear it out here. Accurate truth, accurate truth, accurate truth. Archangel Michael, we ask you for accurate truth. Is this woman telling the truth? Is this child fathered by Tiana's husband? Okay. Now, I'm telling you that is not an area of my expertise. The pendulum is saying yes, but pendulums can be wrong. So I would say definitely, it's definitely worth looking into. It's definitely worth doing a paternity test. But the pendulum says yes. I'm sorry, my dear. I hope that's not the case. Kane, I don't know if you're still here because I know you said peace out. But sometimes people do that to scare me or to make me feel bad. Oh, don't leave. Let me pull a card for you. I don't know. Don't know if you're here or not, Kane, but you're waiting to hear from Cancer. Let's see. Cancer is not reaching out to you because Cancer lied about something. Cancer did not tell you the full story. Feelings began to develop, and now they don't know how to get out of it. They don't know how to make it right. They don't know how to fix it. They don't have the courage to tell you the truth. So I feel like once you found out the truth, you would not want Cancer, and Cancer knows this. Therefore, they are staying away. Let's see. I don't know what DM stands for, Michelle Davis, if you're still here. DM? My DM Sagittarius? I'm not hip with the new psychic abbreviations. But I don't know. We'll see what Spirit wants you to know about this Sagittarius reaching out to you. Michelle Davis. DM. This person's very focused on career. That's where their attention is right now. Are they going to reach out, though? Are they going to reach out? If so, when? The Hierophant. They're not reaching out because they're not ready for stability. They're seeing you as a take-home kind of girl. They're seeing you as like a wifey material, and they're not in the place or in the situation that they are able to do this. I do feel like they've been working very hard and they've been wanting to fix something in their life so that they can continue things with you. They may be in contact with you. I'm seeing the number 4. It could be 4 days, it could be 4 weeks, it could be 4 months. But the contact to me feels pretty like pretty surface. It doesn't feel deep. It doesn't feel like maybe what you may be hoping for. Waiting for my DM Sagittarius to reach out to me, wanting to know if he will and when. I feel he's wanting to keep the lines of communication open, and then I feel something is happening in December. Not this December, next December. So if you're looking for like a connection or a relationship or an offer of some kind, the degree or level that you're wanting, he may not be in the place where he feels he can afford to give that to you until next December. But he may kind of try to hold on to you between now and then, but at the same time it may feel like there's distance, or it's not at the level that what you're wanting, because they don't feel ready and they don't want to, like, like they want to try to really focus and make things happen, and they're having a hard time doing that, getting wrapped up in being connected. It's very difficult for them to connect, focus on their goals. True love one, what is the cosmic T? Is he thinking about me, contacting me? What is the cosmic T for true love one, if you are still here? Cosmic T. Cosmic T for true love one. Is he gonna contact? What is he feeling? Hey. Oh, wow. This is someone that maybe your guardian angels are protecting you from. Because with Four of Pentacles, and this is just my experience, guys, not every tarot reader is going to say the same thing about this card, but when I see Four of Pentacles coming up, it's somebody where he wants to do everything, he wants everything, he wants all of the fun, but you can't have it. You can't do it. Like, you've got to be at home on the back burner waiting for him while he's out with everybody doing everything. There's this possessiveness, there's this controlling, there's this like holding on. I think your angels are protecting you from this person. They don't want you with this person. That's just what I'm feeling, my dear. I feel that this distance is being created to allow you to move on and to consider other options. He's not gonna do good for you, and I feel like your guardian angels are protecting you from that energy. Shemaya, I don't know what your question was. I don't see it. I'm sorry. Tony, when will I meet my husband? I've been divorced and single for almost 10 years. Mitch, you're here. I want to read for you. I keep seeing your question, and it's like zooming by, and I went in order, and here you are again. Tony, with your husband, what's going on? What's going on? Why isn't hubby here? Why isn't the next hubby here? Oh, we keep getting... I'm taking this card out because it keeps coming out. It could be, though, with Ten of Pentacles, maybe it's saying that, you've been working too much, or you've been focusing too much on work, and maybe you haven't had a time to meet a person. Or maybe it could sometimes be trying too hard or chasing after too hard, but we're going to pick a different card. Because Ten of Pentacles keeps showing up, and we're going to let Ten of Pentacles rest. Although I stand by the cards when they come out, because a lot of the times people that are watching a video are all in the similar energy, so that's why you get the same card coming up. But just for the sake of, for you guys to say, I don't want to see that card again, you have two wanting to come out. Alright, Tony. You have Two of Swords and you have Knight of Wands, okay? You're asking me, where is my husband? Why hasn't he shown up? Like my next husband. So you have blinded yourself or refused to see warning signs about certain people who have come in, right? And you may be entirely focused on this Knight of Wands energy, which is the passion. So maybe, as they say, you can't turn a hoe into a housewife. You can't turn a man hoe into a house husband either. It could just be that maybe the type whom you have been shooting for or trying to bring in has been very passionate, and that connection may be mistaken for love or soulmate or whatever, what have you. It could just be that you need to broaden out the net here in terms of like what you're aiming for or who you're aiming for, because I love the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is a hell of a good time, but Knight of Wands is not a, somebody who I can count on to be there through hard times and paying bills and taking out the trash. Knight of Wands doesn't do any of that crap. Knight of Wands is like a stray cat, like he'll come in to eat and be pet and drink and have his fill and cuddle up and then wander off into the street again until next time. So it could be more of an issue here with the type of person that you have been setting your sights on. So when you begin changing that, you can have somebody much more quickly. It's not necessarily about a matter of like, calendar time. It's once that energy shifts, once you decide to make that energy shift, then the situation will improve. Mitch Elisa, I love your readings and that beautiful light green crystal you have. I'm going to get one. Thank you so much, Mitch Elisa. This is actually fuchsite. This is raw fuchsite. And it actually has, it's kind of hard to see, but it has little glimmers of like brown and like pink in it. But, or at least it looks that way to my eye. But this is a sparkly, glittery stone, and you may not get that on the camera. It might be difficult to find large chunks of it raw. I can get large chunks of it raw if you're interested. If not, I know if you go on eBay, they do sell like the smaller chunks if you're cool with the smaller chunks. But if you want a large fuchsite chunk, message me at amethystangelite@gmail.com and I can get with my crystal guy out here and see, the different raw fuchsite that he has, because he has them in the big chunks. Alrighty. So let's see. Oh, Shamaya, you want to know about your love life? You're both Aquarius. Billy Nelson wants to know about Billy and Shane. Okay, what's going on with Billy and Shane? And then we're going to answer Shamaya's question. Billy and Shane, Billy and Shane, Billy and Shane. What do we need to know about Billy and Shane? Billy and Shane. You need to give it a rest. It's taking too much of your energy. The effort might not be worth what's coming in here. Let's ask for a clarifier. Nine of Swords, lots of anxiety, lots of worry. Stop worrying. Give yourself some rest. What will the outcome be? You gotta let it go. Gotta let it go. It's taking too much of your energy. This is toxic for you. This is not good for you. This is a toxic, draining situation. So Shemaya wants to know, I don't know if it's Shemaya or Shemaya. So Shemaya, if I'm saying your name wrong, I am very sorry. What is happening with these two Aquariuses? With these Aquarii? Oh my god, it's 10:30. You guys, I'm up here talking to you. It's late. And some of you, I know it's even later than 10:30 where you are. We're having like a tarot pajama party. Shemaya. Tower. This is a make it or break it moment. Okay? Something about the relationship cannot continue the way that it has been. It's not gonna happen. But, like, what's gonna happen? It could be the relationship is ending. It could be engagement. It could be all kinds of things. The Fool. This is like new direction. I think it's time for you to let this person go. And once you do, you're going to realize how happy you can be. because this makes me feel like you guys had a very powerful soul connection, and both of these are major arcana. Shemaya, this has been a very, very important person in your life. This has been a relationship that you will probably always remember for the rest of your life, and they will probably always remember you for the rest of their life as well, because this is a major arcana card, but so is this, and this is like going in a new direction. So whatever this person came into your life to help you with or for you to grow, you've done that. It's done. It's over. And if you keep trying to hold on to that, if you keep trying to force it, it's going to collapse. It's going to blow up. It's not going to be a good thing. So you're going to have to move forward in faith and have trust, and then you're going to meet a higher vibrational soulmate. You're going to meet a soulmate that's right for your energy now, because this is training wheels on the bicycle, and it's time for the training wheels on the bicycle to come off sooner or later. And if you don't take them off, you're going to be riding that bike and they're going to break off because they're not going to be able to keep up with you. So it's time to move in a new direction. I think I read for you, Tracy. I think we did a question for you, Tracy Kirk. I feel like I pulled a card for you. I feel like that's a repeat question. Nada Jacobo. House purchase. How many more questions are there, you guys? I gotta see. Four of Cups. Not being happy. Not being happy with the offer. So there's a house purchase, yes, but maybe it's not the house that you have your heart set on. So if there's more than one option, it may be a different option. It may not be the one that you had been hoping for. I am sorry to say. Alicia, what is your question? You're saying I missed you, but I didn't see your question. Oh, okay, Mitch, you commented on the crystal, but you didn't ask me a question. You lost your source of income, finances improving, healing, love life. I'm going to just pull a general card for you and see what your angels want you to know, because it feels like you're going through a lot, Mitch. So let's see what your angels and guides want you to know. Wands. So this is the time for you to pursue your passions and the things that are important to you. These things have been removed from your life because they were draining you of your joy. So maybe you were holding on to them because you felt like you had to, but now you're coming into a time of pursuing the things that are important to you and taking action. So ideas are coming to you. Maybe you might feel like, oh, I should call so-and-so, see what's up with them. And then you call them, you talk, and before you know it, they've hooked you up with like a job interview or something. So you need to act on the ideas and actions that you're getting for solutions for your situation. Don't allow this to bring you into a stagnant period. Go in the direction of the things that are bringing you joy, that you are excited about, and then things will begin falling into place. Hi, Simone. Alicia, ex-hub is Scorpio. Oh, you're Scorpio and your ex-husband... Are you Scorpio too, Alicia? Because I was Scorpio and my ex-husband was Scorpio, and that was not a good combination. 9 years younger, now interested in a Cancerian, 13 years younger. Ooh, you want the younger ones. Why do I do this to myself? You may just have a very, like, young spirit, Alicia. But let's see what's coming up for you in this Cancer. This is saying go for it. This is a soulmate connection, okay? The Fool, this is a soulmate card. It may not like lead to anything super serious, but there's definitely a reason why they're in your life, and they're definitely connecting you to something on your life path. So this says go for it. It's a new journey. It's a new era in your love life, a new energy. Rochester position for Melody. Rochester, or the other one. I don't even know what it is. I'm not going to pronounce it correctly, so we're just going to call it the other one. So Rochester is, there's a lot of competition, a lot of competing goals. So even if you were to get it, it might make your life very complicated. I am leaning on no. The other one, a lot of confusion. Let me look at your question here. One of the OTO positions this cycle, or to position this cycle. I don't know. Maybe this is telling you to just take a break. Because this is competing goals. This is like a lot of like not having time for everything, conflicts with others, stress, a lot going on. And this is just being very confused and not being able to focus. So I don't know. I feel like maybe this is telling you that you need to take a time out on both of these things until you're very clear on what you're wanting to focus your energy on. Okay. We answered Nikki's question. Baby Blessed wants to know what's coming up in the next few months. We answered True Love's question. So Baby Blessed, next few months. What is the deal for you? You're not out of the water yet, but the good news is with Nine of Wands, you already know all of the games. You already know all of the challenges. You already know all of the ways people are going to be coming at you, and you're ready. You're ready. So you're going to be completing some cycle by the end of the year. If there's been like a relationship that you've been trying to escape, or person you've been trying to escape, or if there's been a job you've been trying to leave, you're going to finish up that karma. The next few months for you are going to be about finishing up a lesson, and then the good stuff is coming in. Oh goodness, there's so many questions, guys. I'm not going to be able to finish them all tonight. Okay, let's see. Let's see. I'm going through the comments, guys. Shorty, I don't do conception readings. It's not one of my strengths. It's tricky. Reading that energy is tricky. Some readers are really good at it. I'm not one of the readers who's very good at that. I could do a pendulum thing for you, but narrowing it down to when on a pendulum would take forever. But we'll just do like, I don't know, we'll say the next 3 months. Will Shorty conceive a child in the next 3 months? We're getting a no. Okay, thank you. Will Shorty conceive a child in the next 6 months? We're getting a yes. All right, Shorty. A pendulum can be faulty. It's not always 100% accurate. So make sure, you keep up with any doctor's appointments. Maybe read up online things about boosting fertility. Anything like that. I stand by my cards, but a pendulum can be, I don't know. It's not always 100%. So I would definitely say keep up with a doctor. I don't know what DM means. DM is Sagittarius. What does DM stand for? But we answer that question anyway. Melinda LaCavera. What do you need to know now? Melinda. What do you need to know now? You are going to be happy. You are going to have fulfillment. You are going to have your life partner. You are going to have a happy house. You are going to have abundant income. You are going to have it all. Maybe right now you don't see that. Maybe right now you're in a worrying, but you need to know that it's going to happen for you. You are going to have it. Okay, this is reassurance for you that you will have that. Oh, divine masculine. Okay. All right. Um we answered the question. I think he needs more time. Pineapple, thank you. People have told me I sound like Betty Rubble. Pineapple says I have a soothing voice. People have told me I sound like Betty Rubble. People have told me I sound like Cyndi Lauper. So thank you for the compliment. I guess you either love my voice or you hate it. Okay. So I think I got everybody, guys. If I missed anybody, I am so sorry, but my phone battery is draining. I think this went well. Oh, Lisa. Lisa C. I have the same question, and my last name is Harris too. Lisa, you're wanting to know if your man made a tiny human with another person? Okay, let's see here. I just saw your question, my dear. So Spirit wants me to answer your question. Again, I'm not the Maury Povich of tarot. I don't do paternity. It's not my expertise. We'll ask the pendulum. The pendulum is not always correct. But, oh God, what was the first name? There are drunk people singing outside. My neighborhood is insane. Race cars going by, people singing, drinking songs in foreign languages on this sidewalk at 11 p.m. So I don't. If you guys can hear any of it, I'm sorry, but it is what it is. Lisa C. Did this person get someone else pregnant? Pendulum says no. But the pendulum could be wrong. It's not always 100%, but it's telling us no. Okay? Guys, I think this went well. I will try to do this more often. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do so. I do free videos every week. I'm actually going to stay up and finish all of your videos so that they can be posted this weekend so you have them before Monday for the week ahead. And hit notifications so you get the notifications when they're up. I'm going to try to start posting more of the pick a card videos, try to do more of the live videos. Thank you so much for watching. Get your free card every day on Amethyst Angelite Facebook and Instagram. Let me know if you want to do a private reading. I've got private readings starting as low as $5. I will go back and edit this and include it in the description. Whether you watch this video live or you watched it later, the messages in it are still for you. They still count because you were drawn here energetically. So I hope that you all have a good night. And I hope that, if I didn't get to your question, hopefully I can get you next time. And yeah, you guys take care of yourselves. Have a good rest of the weekend. I will definitely be doing more of these sessions in the future. Thank you so much for watching.